We've survived 2 days, 15 hours and 27 minutes. We are parched and starving. And it's still nighttime.
I thought I'd be dying from starvation.
We are, of course, in the control hut. We have no food left at all. Just have some herbal tea. What's our condition? 85%, so we've got fairly decent clothing.
Tongue feels like sandpaper.
We have to go out and start a fire, and then, I mean, we're starving after that, so I think we do as much herbal tea as we can do. And we just use all those calories. It's going to take a little while, but it's just going to be a slow start to the day. It's perfect weather. Fantastic visibility. Put all that out there at the end of last episode. Okay, so we don't want to risk wasting a match, so we'll use a book. It's in the plug. I'm not going to use an accelerant though. The accelerant's for real emergencies. You know, you're stuck on the side of a mountain, Timberwolf Mountain, and the temperature suddenly drops. That's when you keep the accelerant full. And this barrel as well, it's protected from the wind, so you kind of, as long as you can get it hot enough that you can stand next to it and not freeze to death, it's pretty much the safest outdoor fire you can do. So we should be okay. Pretty chilled start to the day. Chuck all our sticks on. And that'll warm us up. We just need a half litre of water to begin with, just to stop the condition loss. It is, of course, better to be starving than dying of dehydration. And you can only have that, you can only say that in the long dark, can't you? Where else could you actually say that? What other kind of situation in life or gameplay or anything would you say, well, at least I'm starving. I'm not dying of dehydration or freezing to death. The Long Dark, a true survival masterpiece. And I'll repeat the claim. I think we should have Long Dark 2, and there will be no better time to announce it than at the release date of Interloper of the Long Dark. And of course they're not going to do that because they're not going to be thinking about anything else. But imagine that. So I'm going to do 2 cups of tea. I don't know if it makes any difference if it's good or bad, but I hope it improves our rest. If it doesn't, so be it. But you kind of imagine if this is the best we can get in terms of calories and stuff. Right, let's get the travelling water. We go for 3 full litres. I think we should be able to do this without running out of calories. Maybe not.
Looks like I made it through another night.
There's our character Will Mackenzie saying he made it through another night, so quite immersive. I think I've timed it fairly well in terms of how much fuel I put on the fire. I don't think I'm going to waste any of my materials. It's getting windy, but we're not getting cold, so we're okay. Not a bad way to start the day. I think I'm going to cook up the reishi mushrooms for food as well. Let's just cook absolutely everything. The longer we can kind of draw this process out, the better. We want the sun to be the highest in the sky it can be. So we're going to go back in, we're going to sleep, we're going to recover as much condition as we can. We're going to let the day kind of progress. And we'll go out once it's warmer, and once we've recovered a bit more condition. So because we've still got an hour left on fire, let's go. I think we can do 2.5. This is that very slow gameplay that the Long Dark takes you into. Weather's changing. This is when I like it the best. I like the exciting bits, of course, but I do like this too. I'll take another leader. It's all about maximizing your resources. So the more water we take, the less soon we have to start another fire. So that's the kind of thinking behind it. Because conditions are going to be completely unpredictable. Oh shit! Completely forgot about this guy. Oops. So I can't cook him. Oh shit. Oh, you do it by hand like this. Oh fuck. Ah, I had no idea. Okay. Right. Made a mistake. Let's cook this guy up. We're gonna stay right here though. We're gonna drink this. I didn't realise this was how it worked, so be it. We're standing next to fire now. So we're gonna harvest it next to the fire. We're literally ripping this guy apart with our bare hands. Because we don't have any tools. But it would still taste exactly the same, so that's precisely what you would do. The weather's just become perfect. So it has now become perfect travelling weather, which makes me wonder. Nah, it's still kind of cold, I believe. Let's have a look. Minus 21, yep. So stick to the original plan. We're going to go inside, we're going to eat. I'm going to eat all of this rabbit. There isn't any point saving any of it. It's very, very low in calories. So I'll harvest that later. I don't really... maybe I do need to worry about its condition. Wow, they've got an actual counter. They really polished this game. This is very impressive. This has come a long way. There's kind of like the polish. There's little bits of polish everywhere, which I wasn't expecting. It's very cool. Because people like me, I notice. You know, I appreciate this stuff. Right, let's go for 6. Is 6 too much? Probably. We still want good daylight. Yeah, daylight's actually really important if we're travelling, so I'm only going to sleep 2 hours. Excuse me. Okay. And the sun's still very high in the sky, so I'm all about just trying to maximise opportunities. So it's windy. Alright, it's minus 9 in the wind shelter. And it's what? Minus 12 outside, so this is actually great travelling weather. 25 kilos. Let's take some more charcoal. Let's try out this map feature. We're getting cold quite quickly. So they said that you can survey what you can see, I believe. Open map, and then what? What do I do? How do I do this? I have no idea. I have my charcoal. Do I do it from here? Equip. Survey local area. There we go. Oh, cool. Oh, I didn't do really bloody far at all. Okay. So it only does a tiny, tiny little bit. Fair enough. Let's get a move on. This is now a mad dash for the indoor cave. Oh, I should probably go back into warm up. I shouldn't set off when I'm already freezing. This is bad. Bad gameplay. Sorry for being pedantic, but I'm gonna play it right. This is how you should play it.
Damn. Freezing.
Absolutely freezing, so I'm gonna go back in and sleep 1 hour. Warm back up again. I should do it. I think. Because it really is quite far. I need to watch how much daylight we have left, but it's far. So we're almost warm enough. Still shouldn't really set off yet.
I could eat anything right now.
Do 1 more hour. This isn't so much for condition gain, because you shouldn't sleep in small increments like this. This is more just about warmth. Okay, so we're warm enough. Good enough. I'm okay to starve now. Let's just take a final look. 87% when we're setting off here, and we're just about playing it as well as we could. Not got too much daylight left, but once we've got past a certain point, I know how to do this in the dark, so that's not the problem. I'm going to run from the beginning to try to minimize our condition loss through freezing, because we've got a bit of distance to cover. So I'm going to run as far as I can, and I'm going to run around the edge of the map to where I know the cave is. I have a set route that I know is the safest. I mean, I've done this so many times. And I'm only going to stop looking for sticks if it's sort of directly in my path. So we're already, yeah, we've got 25 kilos. I was just looking in the top left corner there. I'll have a crack at these guys, but I'm not going to stop. Oh, that was close. I'll take the stones just in case it's useful against the wolf. I should always go around this side. This is the safe side. It's almost like you're kind of sneaking into the wolf's lair. Because you come up here and you have this bowl kind of space. And it's owned by the wolves. I think there are 2. 1. At least 2. One of them comes up and he has this kind of route along here. There's a deer body up ahead, but I'm not going to bother with it at this stage. If you're playing Stalker, it's worth it, but not on Interloper. So I'm taking these more for calories and anything else at this stage. I'm going to really try to make sure that I don't get... why did I not take that? I'm not going to make the same mistake I did previously with... hey, where's the cave? With intestinal parasites, because getting that is just shit. Okay, so we're still getting colder, we can't stay here. Let's move on. This is just as bad as being outside. When we get to the cave entrance, we're going to have to start a fire. Oh, yes! Fuck, actually... Oh, no! Motherfucker, shit.
Feels like an empty pit.
So that was interesting. I caught the guy on the rebound and it still counted. I'm not going to stop. Getting cold too quickly, but that was cool. There's a little point of reference. I like the way they've got that timing. I think that was just about perfect. I thought that was fantastic. Actually, that's, you know, realistic. I didn't hit it very hard. It would just kind of stun it, hurt it, but Alright, so the cave's up ahead. It's really not far and it's really not dangerous, and we're really not stopping for anything at all. This is all just about trying to minimise the damage from cold, from exposure. I don't think we need any rocks right now. I'm not going to be chasing any more rabbits until we get to Mystery Lake, and there'll be tons of rocks inside this cave. So we're going to have to start a fire at the entrance for light. We have no other light source, so we're going to have to... I'm pretty sure you do create torches on fires again now. I think that was why I played that Interloper game before, to just check. And I know there's a hunting hut up there in a cave, but I'm going to stick to minimise condition loss. The game so far, by the way, as well, also looks really stable, because, I mean, you know, in previous series I've crashed a few times. I've been recording for a little while now. I cannot see a thing. Okay, so let's just get a fire started. This is a time when you do use a book. Here comes the music. Just perfect. There's magical little moments. I love this. I have to choose a series cover, of course, a thumbnail. No idea what I'm going to choose yet. I guess a screenshot from the Interloper announcement would be perfect. Fir firewood is always the one to chuck on first because it's heavy. Okay, so we can take a torch. I'll probably put way too much fire on. Too much fuel on, sorry. Let's just use it. We may as well warm up. We'll warm up walking through the cave, but not that much. We still have shitty clothes. Actually, maybe it was worth chucking that fuel on. Of course, I can't sleep in here. Let's just see if there's anything. Can we repair clothes? Yes. Do we need to? Kinda. Let's just see if we can improve our condition just that tiny bit more. So the fire still has an hour. Let's just do the hat as well. Now, we still need enough of a fire to get a torch off. There we go. It's just about right. Okay. And we're gonna run through here. So we're not worried about energy anymore because there's no danger basically up ahead until we get to the dam and into the dam where Fluffy lives. We shouldn't come across any wolves. Oops. So I'm looking for coal, of course. Have to be very careful around here. A single fall can basically end your game. Let me just get my bearings. I just came down here. It's always worth... No, I know the way. The way to go is up here, I believe. Yeah, I think so. I'm really having to concentrate here, boys and girls. Can't remember from here. Not sure if it matters. These are straight. Oh shit! Fuck. Not this way. Now I'm concerned about my torch. Let's just make sure we get to the other end with enough light. So I'm just kind of running in little bursts and really trying to concentrate, so excuse me if I'm not really narrating too much. I'm just really trying to play this properly. So there's the exit up ahead. I think if you were on Stalker, you... Interesting, okay. If you were on Stalker, you'd probably find a carcass here, something with food, but... As we don't have that, we have nothing. The sun... it's the end of the day, so we are going through in the dark. This is what I chose, though. Let's just see if there's anything else we need to do while we're here. Put on that second hoodie. That's worse than what we've got, so... Nah, hang on. Nah. It was of no use to us. How are we doing? Starving dry mouth, still got some energy. Not the end of the world. Let's take one of these guys. Obviously I want to keep on moving though. This torch goes out any second, so it's really no use. I may as well get practice the throwing, so... Because that, again, is another completely new thing for me. I have no confidence that I can scare a wolf with that at all. So, I'm not even going to try to. Not while I'm recording anyway. I'll use my sort of personal game to practice with. Because I'll be more likely to die. So I mean, these sort of gameplay tweaks, they really have made a difference to the, you know, older, more experienced player like myself. I've been playing this game for a good long while now. And I had got very used to it. So these little differences do change the game. And I'm all about fuel at the moment, not really too worried about weight. Because I do know there's a cave before we get to the hydro dam. So we can stop there. If we are ultra lucky, that's the place to find a bedroll. If we don't find a bedroll, we just have to keep on looking for a bedroll. So we can't even consider Timberwolf Men until we find a bedroll. The interim plan, until we find a bedroll, is to work our way towards Desolation Point, craft some tools. I mean, the needs of the game, or what you find, basically determine your path. So even though we want to go to Timberwolf Men, until we find that bedroll, we can't make that a plan. It's our goal, but not our plan. I think that makes sense. Okay, it's really not that cold yet, so we can afford to pick some stuff up. Yeah, there we go. So I got these little fuckers. Come on. Shit, that was terrible. Well, it was my chance and I blew it. It was actually quite a nice night. I don't know if we really... don't really want to stop and start a fire here, but I know...
Can't feel my feet.
I know it's what I'm supposed to do. So let's just gather. Yeah, we're just about at the point where we're going to get too cold, so let's head inside, let's start a fire. We're not going to be able to sleep because we don't have a bedroll yet. Let's just warm up. Hope the weather doesn't turn.
Never felt so cold in my life.
Okay, it's just about everything we can get. What's that? What is that? Ah, I thought it was bedroll. Fuck. Oh, I was so excited. It was blue and long. Ah. Gutted. Okay. I don't know where the other spawn points are either. Oops. Ah. We are starting it here. We are using the book. This is... we'll start losing condition unless we use the book, so... I don't know where the other spawn points are for the bedroll, so that can...
That didn't work.
I guess we just keep on moving and looking. Might have to use a accelerant soon, because we don't have too many matches left. Just decided today, by the way, I was just thinking about it, and I'm going to spend most of my time in the US in Boulder, Colorado. So it's the place I've heard most about, and from everything I've heard, it's the kind of place that I would really, really enjoy. So it was a financial, you can't call him advisor, but like a...
Well, thank goodness for that.
A guy who had a blog, basically. And it was called Mr. Money Mustache. He was brilliant. And he was about how to basically manage your money for happiness, if that makes sense. You know, how to... So he stopped working, as in working corporate, when he was, I don't know, 30-something? Early 30s. I shouldn't be eating that. I just forgot. So there's that. There's also, I watched a documentary about weed. And that talked a lot about Boulder, Colorado. Right, so the gut is going to be more important. So I'll take the gut first. I don't think we need... So I'm basically killing times while we warm up. That was very cool to do. 3 hours on this thing. I wish I could sleep. That sucks that we can't sleep. So I'm just taking everything I can from this carcass while I can.
Never been so hungry in my life.
That's the end of that. So some basic maintenance. So I'll grab another. I wonder if I can grab a number of torches. That would be a good little way to use this fire. So I'll take one. Let's have a look. Extinguish. So what that gives you is torch with 20%. Okay. I can take another with how much? 21%. Okay. So I'm going to take a few of these. And this is, I'll explain this in a minute, but it's basically because we've only got 7 matches. So we're going to do a relay of torches. And this is an old trick that has been in the long dark for a good long while, because the torch is the only chance we have of defending ourselves against the wolf at the moment. So we're going to daisy chain them, and I'll do one more, but you'll see that I've got how many? A ton of torches. Yeah, we have enough water, so I don't need to do that. And here we are, where we go. So I'll grab this torch, and what we're basically going to do is we're going to try and get all the way up past the wolf and keep a torch burning. So that's the name of the game.
It's making me feel tired.
So we really need to watch. I'm going to try and chase one of these rabbits towards a wolf as well. I really don't want to be fighting a wolf at this stage. Ah, they've slowed them down as well almost. Hey, it's all rabbits up there. What? That is new. Maybe we use this daisy chain idea to get past Fluffy. So the one I'm holding is 37%, I believe. Oh, they've made this region, this little bit, so much more peaceful and easy. This would be a great place to come and hunt rabbits later. We want some gloves and stuff. Okay, so this is actually burning down quite slowly. We've still got 31% on this torch, so yeah, this is the other thing. We can use this torch daisy chain to hopefully get all the way through Hydro Dam without using another match. That's the ideal, and the weather is perfectly supporting that right now. But it really all depends on the wind and how lucky we get. So let's just check the temperature. It's not too bad. Oops. Okay. Let's run because we're starting to get cold. And of course I'm just, at the back of my mind, I'm thinking about this torch. Gotta make sure we don't lose this flame. So 18% left on that. We're okay. It should give you an indication because it should start kind of flashing a little bit. You do get the sort of visual clue. The flame is going to go out. I think we're... oh yeah, there we go. I'm going to drop this guy. Fuck, I can't. So I'm throwing it. Get the next torch. This one's got 45%, so I'll take that. And then you light this guy. That guy. And away we go. And that's what we do. That's our daisy chain. So we've only got the 7 matches left, and we have no idea when we're going to find any more. So we're using basic fuel, like recyclable fuel, to create these torches that we're going to daisy chain. And this was an old feature of the Long Dark, but they took out this ability to take torches from fires. And then they didn't say we were going to do it, and then they just put us back into the game. But I of course know how to play to this style already, so it's perfect for me. Because travelling in the dark and travelling through the dam and getting past Fluffy,
Gotta eat soon.
that ain't easy. Especially with no torch. Alright, so here we go. Let's just check. Something 30% on the torch. I've never fallen here, touch wood.
So cold.
Just gotta
wanna lay down for a bit.
just gotta edge around these bits. Don't rush. Just be the, oh fuck me. Whoa. I got bumped. Like the game, something happened. Like, I didn't touch a key. That was a fuck. That was a scary little moment. I thought we were gonna look at that. So freezing, exhausted, and starving. We're just about as good as we can get.
Here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
Can't do anything with that. Right. So torch 18%. I'll do it here while I remember, because when I get inside, I know I want to be checking stuff. I'll take that. That's going to be our arrows. Our arrows and our knife and our hatchet. And we are no longer freezing to death. We're in. Okay. So, here we are. Let's have a look. Let's see where we're up to. 72%. That's not bad, actually. That's really not too bad. That could be a lot worse. So I think we did fairly well. I'm going to get through... Unfortunately though, even though we're exhausted, we have to keep on moving until we find a place we can sleep. And that place is not... it's not this dam. There's no bed. So unless we find a bedroll in here, we have to keep moving even though we're exhausted. Ah, antiseptic. That's actually great. You'd never need that in Stalker, but in Interloper you do. 22% on our torch, just got to keep an eye on that. Probably have enough time to check this room, and then we're going to have to start another torch. So we're going to take a condition hit, but being starving and being exhausted is the slowest kind, so we can live with that. Let's just see. 16% on the torch. So I'm not talking because I'm really concentrating. Like, you have to. Everything's about timing if you're trying to relay this this torch like that. Alright, I should probably not risk it anymore. Let's do this swap over. Cool. So this one's got 38%. This keeps us moving. This is what we need. Just head to a place with a bed. I guess the closest place is going to be the cabin. Cabins. Okay. Cool. That fit right on the most exposed bit we had. We're doing nicely so far. Yeah, the wolf is obviously going to be tricky. Ah, we have a full torch. 30%. Fuck. Okay. At least it's one more. I mean, shit, that's actually a good find. That's what we're doing right now, so. Fair enough. This one we have 24%. So we can probably get as far as the door to Fluffy's lair, and then I'll stop the game. This is the middle of the night, and the next part is anybody's guess. So I'm going to leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger. See if we get past Fluffy, and then what happens next. I'm either going to head to the cabins, but there are wolves around there, so I'm not sure about that, or I'm going to head up to the new position of the fire hut. That's probably the better bit, but I have to kind of remember where they put it now, because it's in a different spot. Cool. I'll check these, and then I'm going to swap our fire out, and I'll stop it, and I'll move on to the next recording. Hope you're enjoying this. This has been this is a really nice little playthrough. I'm enjoying this, and this could 9% fuck. Okay, next one 30%. Cool. All right, made it. Still not used another match, and here we go. Here we are ready to head into Fluffy's lair. We crouch before we do that, no arrows of course. And I think that is our series screenshot, because that sums the long dark up perfectly. Get fucked, mate. Cool. See you in the next one. Ciao.